I've been head of department, I'm an English teacher, I was an assistant vice principal for some years in an academy not too far from here. I was born in Hackney, grew up in Hackney, some of my education in Hackney, and I'm really passionate about education, and I genuinely am not just saying that. I came out of school last year and I'm now working doing this. Engagement. My role is also driving the steering group for improving the outcomes of young black boys and men, and I'm also taking forward the second phase of the diverse curriculum. So I'm not standing here and preaching at anybody with regards to parental engagement. It is one of the hardest things in school.
The first thing that when I was writing this presentation I was thinking about is this idea of cultural capital. I stumbled across this tweet from Ofsted a couple of years ago, and it talked about how actually Ofsted aren't assessing cultural capital, it's about the curriculum facilitating that cultural capital. And I think what I took from that is that the scheduling and the design of your curriculum is so important.
Curriculum that celebrates, includes, and acknowledges the contributions of black and global majority individuals. This statement, I think, sums it up for me. Juno Diaz, he talks about vampires who have no reflection when they look in a mirror. And there's an idea that monsters don't have reflections in a mirror. If you want to make a human being into a monster, he says, deny them at the cultural level any reflection of themselves. Child Q, post-pandemic, and the climate of education is quite fragile. Parents want to know that they now trust, and schools and colleges, I actually think we all have a responsibility to work quite hard to regain that trust. It isn't about just allowing certain voices to navigate the spaces. We know what parents we hear from, we know what parents we don't hear from. We know what parents are dominating and who continue to knock down those doors and who walk into our meetings, and quite rightly so, with a sense of entitlement.
And so levelling up speaks to that, doesn't it? It says, well, our society is very divided, very unequal, what do we do about it? So it's, I suppose the question is it about place? Is it about, the northeast and not London, the northwest and not London? It's about people. It's about, why are people going to using food banks? Why are people living in poverty? Why are so many children living in poverty and without access to, the opportunities that a rich country should make available to them? So is it about money, or is it about class?
So the things I want to talk about today are how we design that curriculum and what the decisions around that, the super curricular opportunities that we mainly focus on within the sixth form team, and then the extracurricular opportunities that hopefully provide that well-rounded experience for our students. English is another really good example within our school, where they use the coursework element of their course to really encourage their students to not be looking at the traditional authors who have been in the system for a long time. They're wanting them to broaden out and look at authors who are different and who have not necessarily had the celebration that they deserve.
There is this notion that by the time children are 16, they're choosing their own courses, they're navigating their own path. Actually, the parents still need to be by their side.